Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Treble. I'm your host, Caesar, and today we are doing my February favorites. I'm absolutely so excited to share with you this list. It took me a while. It took me like a good 3 to 4 hours just to come up with this list. There's a lot of songs here, so let's just jump right to it. But before we get to February, I do want to talk about the albums from January that grew on me a lot this month. Okay, so the first one is Tomlinson's How Did I Get Here? I absolutely love this album. I can't believe I didn't really give it the attention it needed just because I found out about it like weeks later after its release. Like, how is that possible? Like, it's crazy because I just didn't really know he was releasing a project. I don't keep up with the One Direction guys as much. You know, I'm not really their biggest fan. The only one I'm a fan of is Niall Horan and Zayn when he first left the group. But then after that, his projects weren't that well, I could say. So, yeah. But, yeah, so Louis Tomlinson, How Did I Get Here? I love On Fire. I think On Fire is such a great pop rock song. Very, danceable in a sense. So I love that about that song. Broken Bones. It's like this rock psychedelic track that just talks about doing it for yourself but keep on going no matter what's going on in your life. So I absolutely like that. It's like persevering, it's about doing the right thing and just keep going with life. So that's very relatable to him and of course to me. The next is Imposter, which is the single, which makes sense because I feel like this is the one that's the most radio friendly, the most traditional pop sound, right? So I think that's why it was chosen as the single. And it deals with being an imposter in the music world, right? You have, or imposter syndrome I should say, you have all this fame, money, and maybe a year or two ago you didn't have that and you may feel like an imposter. So yeah, go check out that album. Next is XG with The Core. I absolutely love this album. I didn't give it its praise as much. I really did like it, specific songs, but then later on, as I listened to the whole project, I gave it a chance a couple of times. I'm like, you know what? This is actually really good. I like this. I like the production. I love the style. I love what they do when it comes to everything. Everything as a whole, as a group, I really like what they're doing. They each have their unique talents. I love how they actually each person shines with each song, if that makes sense. I love that. I like that they do that as a core group. Of course, my favorite is still Rock the Boat. I feel like it's the one that has that 2000s feel, R&B pop. The official video came out as well, so I love that. I love the video, so cute. Hypnotized, which was the single, catchy. At first I was I don't know if it's my favorite single, but you know what? It became my single, one of the top songs that I like from them. So Hypnotized, of course. And also, I Slept on Gala. This was released last year towards, I think, September, October. I can't recall exactly. This was the first official single or pre-release single of this album. And it's really good. I didn't give it its flowers. I didn't really I kind of overshadow it or I overseen it. I can't even explain myself. But I just kind of not ignored it, but I didn't give it its praise, right? I just didn't. And honestly, Gala is insane. The production, the video, everything about it. It's so cool. But yeah, guys, go check out those two albums. I kind of slept on them in January. So make sure you don't do that and go check them out. Okay. Next, we're going to do top 5 February songs that were released in February. And before that, I want to do some honorable mentions. Honorable mention is Kygo, Save My Love with Khalid and Griffin. It's at the end. It's an ADM track that's just perfection. I love Khalid. I feel like he's been diving into this pop space a lot more, and I'm actually really enjoying his music. His last album was really, really done well. Next is Megan Maroney, Bells and Whistles featuring Casey Musgraves from her Cloud 9 album, which was released, I believe, 2 weeks ago. And yeah, it's good. It's solid. Cute. I like it. Or no, a week ago. Sorry. So that album was released a week ago. Anyways, that song is cute. It's solid. I like it. I'm not the biggest Megan fan. There's something about her voice that I just can't can't get used to. She's pretty beautiful. She knows how to sing, but something with her in her voice, just sometimes I just can't for some reason. I don't know. But Casey Musgraves is in the song. Absolutely love her. I can't wait to get another album from her. Her last album wasn't her best work. I'll be honest. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I look forward to what else she's going to release in the future. So check that song out. The next is Tame Impala. I said the name right. If you saw my previous episode, I think I said it wrong, and people were like coming at me like, whoa, okay. So Tame Impala and Jenny released Dracula the Remix. I love the sing rap verses that Jenny has in the song. Like, they're so cool. This just fits her so well. Like, this could have been part of Ruby, and I love it. I love the way she sounds. I love the production. It's just something so dreamy, but something about it so captivating. Like, it really grabs your attention. So that one's cool. Also, ATs with Adrenaline. The production is insane. The video's so cool. I actually like this album. I don't think it's a top album, but I love this album. Go check it out. Go check out the song. Go check out the video. ATs seriously has captured my attention, and now I want to go back and listen to their discography because of this single and album. So definitely I'm going to be doing that. So to officially start off the list, top 5 songs of February. First, we got to start with the one, the only Luke Bryan with Word on the Street. I absolutely love that he's back. I'm so happy. I love Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan, seriously, one of my favorite country artists of all time. I've seen him in concert. He's just so fun, so alive, and also so humble. Like, he is just one of those better artists that knows where they come from, and he just wants to help the people around him. He knows that he's able to sing this voice, and he always had this dream, right, to be a singer. But like, the humbleness is what gets me. And the fact that he knows how to have a great concert as well. Like, he's not afraid to dance. He's not afraid to be a goofball. He's not afraid to be himself. And I love that. I love that so much. But going back to the song Word on the Street, it's this polished country song. It blends like a really like storytelling vibes with like a radio friendly sound, and I feel like it's one of his better singles. I hope this is the single and not just like a pre-release single or single he just throws out there. I hope we get an album this year because I miss him. His last album was amazing. It's like one of the albums that I truly connected with. It's just a pure country song. Like, I love it. I think it's just one of his better tracks. So this song is basically talking about escaping the world, escaping everything that's the fame, the drama, the gossip, all of that, and just having a good time for yourself, with yourself, and just enjoying peace, right? Because I think as artists, they tend to have a lot of drama and gossip and all of this other stuff that sometimes you just need the peace, right? So I like this song. I really do enjoy it. I think it's one of his better tracks, better singles. And I just can't wait. I can't wait. I hope we get an announcement for an album soon. So that was country. Next, we're moving on to a Spanish song. It's the only Spanish song on the list. I feel like this is like something's happening in the Mexican, Spanish world music that something about it's just not grabbing my attention. I don't know what it is, but this song is by Banda MS and Javi with Aguántame. I love this song. It's like pure, like as soon as it starts, it captures your attention. The production, the voice just grabs you and you just want to keep on listening. It's a very like música regional fusion song with like the Sinalense sound. Like, it's just one of those great mixes together, right? Because they come from both the Spanish world, but with two different vibes. But when they mesh together, it actually worked. So props to them. I love this. So this song is basically about you're not accepting the heartbreak. Someone broke your heart. You still want to be with them. You're telling them to get that one thing, basically to like hold on, to still continue to be with them, even if you don't like them. And that's kind of like, I want to say beautiful, but just the sound of pain, like you can feel the emotion through this song. And so it's so cool. Like, it's just also one of the better tracks from Banda MS and Javi recently. Javi has been releasing music the last like 4 years. he really hasn't had another huge hit in his hands, but I feel like this one can be it for sure. So that's another great song. Go listen to it. I didn't check out to see if they had a video or not, but I'm definitely gonna check that out if there is one. Okay, next we're moving on to this pop rock to this pop hip hop type of song. It's by Connor Price and Nico D with Scoop. Now this song honestly captured my attention instantly. I feel like it's very bouncy, very fast paced. The flow is just so captivating. Like they're just rapping their hearts out. And what I love about this song, it's like it's still talking about, celebrating being a victor, right? Like you're just in victory, you're working hard, you're winning, you're doing what you're doing to be happy, you're doing what you're doing to be successful, and you're just putting in the hard work. You put in the hard work to make sure you have an awesome life, a great life, and you're also grateful for it. So I love the balance of the two, right? They talk about the hard work and the rewards you're getting, but also like what you are striving for, right? So I love that, and I love how grateful you are as well with this song. Like they talk about being so grateful. So I love that. It's just very confident, full of victory moments. You're just doing it so well, right? With like what you're trying to succeed and achieve. So I love that. It's very high energy, very bouncy, very back and forth. I love how they rap back and forth. I love when rappers do that on a song. So definitely go check them out. Connor Price has actually been on my top list as becoming one of my favorite artists. Each song he has released in the last few months has been perfection. I absolutely love it. And it's making me want to go check out his albums because I heard or I seen that he has like a couple of albums, I believe. So I'm definitely waiting to check those out. So yeah, moving on to another country song, another country artist that we all have heard of. Her name is Ella Langley, and this song is Be Her. I love this song. I think Be Her is the next official single, I believe, off her upcoming album. I know Choosing Texas went #1 in the country, which is insane because before like even 2 weeks ago, I'd never heard of the song. I never paid attention to the song. I would see it on the charts, but I've never actually like chose to go and listen to it until I listened to it at a party I was at, and oh my god, it was amazing, so captivating, so easy to like sing along to. The lyrics were so simple that you're just like, oh, I can sing this right away. Like after a couple of times that I listened to the song, I knew the lyrics. It was so catchy, and I love that song. So, but back to Be Her, I love how vulnerable she's being. I love the rawness of like you are wanting to be someone because they're with the person you used to love or you love still, right? Even after a breakup, right? So I think, and sometimes people do go through that. People do go through those moments after breakups that you were broken up with. You still want to be with that person, right? You haven't stopped loving them, and you're jealous of whoever is next. So it's very relatable to some people. Now, I can't relate that to myself, but I know a lot of people can relate to it. So if you like that, great. I mean, if you like that, if you have experienced that, you will relate to the song so well. But this song's just so catchy. I feel like her 3 singles that she has out so far for this new album. So her album's coming out in April. It's called Dandelion. So the 3 tracks, Dandelion, Be Her, Choosing Texas, they're all sounding great that they make me want to go and purchase or pre-order her CD and vinyl. For some reason, it feels like it's very limited stock. I don't know if it's because she's still kind of a newer-ish artist or because I don't know why. I don't know if it's the record label or something, but it's making me want to purchase her album, like pre-order her album. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, Ella Langley, Be Her, such a great country ballad song, very detailed. She's very detailed with her lyrics. Like she knows how to write and create and sing an awesome country song. So definitely check her out. Love it. And the final song you should go check out or you should go check out, and it's one of my favorites, is by Bruno Mars himself. This song is from his newest album, The Romantic, which is an awesome album, to be honest. It is. I've been listening to it nonstop. It's not my favorite top album but of the month, but it's another great choice for you to go listen to. So this song is by Bruno Mars. It's called Risk It All. It's the single. It's this modern, very mariachi type of bass, R&B infusion pop track. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, he is literally singing his heart out, how he wants to be with someone and how he is willing to risk it all to be with her. And it's such an emotional track that, and out of left field, because I would have never thought he would do kind of like a, not Spanish song, but like have influence of Spanish music in his work, in his music. We're so used to him doing the R&B stuff from like the 70s, 80s. And now with him doing a little bit of that, I'm not mad at it. A lot of people have comments about it or controversies about it. It's like, why is he digging into like a Mexican regional sound or mariachi sound? Because that's not him. What is he doing that? I just feel like he created a song that fits him well. Like, he sounds great in it. I actually really do enjoy it and like it. It's like my top song of the album. I think just because it's so different than what he has done in the past, that I actually really do enjoy it. So enough of that. But yes, it's just something that he is doing so well. I love this album. This song is, like I said, it's so amazing. He is just being so raw, so vulnerable, and just wants to risk it all for whoever he wants to be with. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. So anyways, that's the last song, guys. Go check those songs out. I absolutely am like, these are on repeat. They've been on repeat. And it's just so cool that we got so much great music in February. So moving on now to the projects, right? The best projects of 2025. The best projects of February. Okay, so we're going to start off with IVE with their second full album, Revive Plus. I feel like this album is so cool. I love what they're doing as they're growing as artists. They've been in the game for about 5 years now, and I feel like they have gotten better and better and better. And what I love about this project is that each member has a solo track embedded in this project. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do an album. That's the way you're supposed to do an album when it comes to like groups. In the K-pop world, in America, in the UK, wherever these girl groups are, you should allow them to have a shining moment, especially in an album, especially when you're doing like a 7 project album. Let each person have one song. Like, it's okay to do that. That's what I love about this, especially with this project. So I love this project. My top 3 songs, first of all, at 3, I have Hush. I think Hush is just one of those whisper songs. Like, I love the way they sound. I love how like catwalky this song sounds. I think that's the best way I can explain it. Like, it's just like the percussions, the pop, the feel of it. Like, you just want to be strolling down the street and just feeling the best self, right? It's very sultry, sophisticated. It sounds very like high end and something that you still play at the club, but still very IVE coded. And I absolutely love this. This song is about just sometimes the most powerful thing that you can do is just be silent and hush, right? That's one of the most powerful things you can do, and just keep people guessing. And I love that. I love the mystery of this song and what it represents. So kudos to them. At number 2, I actually have a solo track. It's called 8, literally 8, the number 8, and it's by Jang Won Young. I hope I'm saying her name right. She actually has become one of my favorites recently, especially with this album. Like the visuals. I think I'm gonna get her digipack cover of this album because I was waiting for this album to release before I buy the actual album. Think I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy her cover, because sometimes what K-pop artists do, or K-pop groups, they release digital digipacks of each member, and you can choose the member, and that's your cover. So I love that. But yeah, so this song is called 8. It's this very dream pop song, very like, it's very lush with this very like delicate, whispery vocal delivery style of like, oh my God, her voice. And also it's just very, like I said, it sounds very high fashion, very sophisticated, and I love that. And I love what she represents with this number, with this song actually. So this song represents the letter 8. So she says basically that it's like living in life, cycling, right? But you also are a badass because you ate, right? That's more of a slang term, right? You ate that. Basically, same things. She is eating. She's being her best self. She is winning. She is in a very successful girl group. So she is just living her best life and still being someone professional, someone polished, someone who is just sophisticated. And I absolutely love that. I love what she represents with this song. Very danceable. Love the pop sound. Love the vibe. I love her vocal delivery as well. Whenever she's like sing rapping, like I don't know if she's like the rapper of a group or what. I don't think she is because I don't think I've ever heard her rapping. But something with this delivery makes me want her to rap more or sing in this type of cadence. Okay, so I absolutely love that. I go listen to this. If you're gonna listen to any of the 3 I talk about, definitely listen to this one. But actually, my favorite song off this album, it's called Bang Bang. I talked about it in my last episode. Bang Bang is this very like twangy, country-esque pop, hyper pop song, and it's seriously their best song together. I don't care what anybody says. I absolutely love this song. I saw people on like Twitter saying that this song is not them. Why are they doing a sound like this? Blah blah blah. I absolutely love the song. I think this song just like shows us a different side of them and what they can do vocally, you know, with their choreography, with their videos, visually, like all that great stuff. And it's just so much better. But I love this song. Go check that one out. I already talked about it a lot. So those are my top 3. So go listen to Hush, then listen to 8, which is the Jiang Wan Yang solo, and then listen to Bang Bang because these songs are so amazing. Next, my second favorite album project of this month is none other than Hilary Duff with Luck or Something. I talk about her all the time. Well, not all the time, but whenever she releases music, I love her music. I think she really did shine with this album. She truly gave us a pop record with such depth, meaningful lyrics, nostalgic feels, and also just the perspective of what a lot of us are going through, the feelings that we're all going through, the thoughts that we all kind of have when you are in your 30s, when you are married, when you are living life, and also just trying to not get through life, but living life every day and the emotions people go through. And I feel like that's why she connected a lot with this record, because most of us and most of her fan base is around her age, right? Those of us that grew up with Disney Channel grew up with her, and we were around the age. We were between like 10 and 15 years old growing up with her. So we kind of understand what she's going through. So definitely this album is solid. I feel like it was the perfect way for her to come back. And it's I think I wanted her to do like a pop sound, like a truly pop sound, but I feel like this suits her so well. Something about it still reminds me of like the old Hilary Duff music that wasn't too poppy, that was more in the pop rock space, alternative space, and it kind of like meshed into like this indie pop rock record, and I absolutely love this. And I just can't talk enough about her. Like, I feel like she can only get better and better after this. So definitely check out this whole project. My top 3 songs of this project. At 3, I have Adult Size Medium, which is a very like the alternative pop song, a rock pop song. It's about growing up. The lyrics are so mature. They're very lyrically perspective on what we go through, right? As we are no longer in our 20s, now we're in our 30s. Where did life go? Where, you know, it's passing by so fast. Do I remember all the good times I've had? Do I not remember? Sometimes it feels like you're waking up from like a dream, right? Like, so I love the whole the whole vibe of this track. Like, it's so relatable. It's real life things that people go through with this track, and we do have that. We're in the middle of life right now, and if you're in your 30s, and so yeah, sometimes you're like, where did time go? Like, do I remember everything that's been going on in my life? So very beautiful, beautifully done. Beautiful way to end the album. Beautiful way to incorporate the title of the album. Now, I'm thinking the song was created first and then it was given as the album title, which makes perfect sense, right? Because if we're alive right here, right now, we are lucky, right? We are lucky. So next, at number 2, I have Holiday Party. Holiday Party is such a jazzy, tangy, like a jazz tinge piano type of song. It's very pop coded. Like, I love like the swing rhythm of this. I love how like she sounds like very like sophisticated. I would say she sounds sophisticated in this, but she knows in this song she's talking about what insecurity she has when it comes to her marriage, right? She feels like her husband might want to go with someone younger, cooler, someone who's just more hip than her in a sense. And sometimes when you are married, those thoughts sometimes do creep in. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes as you get older, you tend to look at yourself and you're like, oh, I'm no longer the young buck, the young person, the young girl when we first started dating. Could he or she, your spouse, be looking at someone else? Now, these are just like, not thoughts, but like, some people go through this and they do think it. And especially if you're married for a long time, sometimes you get into that little bit of headspace where you're like, oh, is this not if this is it, but more in like, oh, I'm no longer looking how I used to when we first got together. So it's very relatable in a sense, you know, and it's very like a really like sparkly type of pop sound. So I love this song. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this as well. And it's such a fun song to play as well. So, but my favorite song off this project would have to go to The Optimist. I love The Optimist. It's such a simple song. Production wise, there's a lot of undertones that they add on to just make it a little bit more, not vibrant, but a little bit more captivating. Like, it really does have like these little ad-lib moments. It adds like touches of like weird strings. Like, they add undertones in the production to still keep you interested, because the way she's singing is very like one note, right? Very like kind of like whispery in a sense, like very like kind of like in a way sad melodic. And so I think that's why they added those little like production moments to just keep us entertained. But the lyrics, guys, the lyrics, she's literally talking about her father, the daddy issues, and not in a bad way. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. It's just sometimes you do wish certain things when it comes to parents, when it comes to like your family, and also being optimistic all the time. Sometimes it is hard to stay that way. It is hard not to have those down moments, especially when you don't have a close relationship with certain people that you want to have close relationships. But yeah, like The Optimist is such a beautiful track, which I am surprised that my favorite track is the slow song, but it's not, based on the next album that I'll be talking about. But I'm still surprised that it is, just because I'm not the biggest slower song type of guy. Like, I like fast, upbeat pop music, but something about this song really hit, you know, the heart, pulled all my heartstrings, and just is amazing. And I think like this really solidifies why people continue to like her, because of the way that she can relate to people our age or her age, right? So definitely, guys, check out Luck or Something. I have 2 vinyls, I have a cassette, I have a CD. So excited for her, so excited to see what else she's going to come up with in the next few years, hopefully next year, who knows, because I know she's happy and she's excited for this music. And I feel like, yeah, she did an amazing job with this. Okay, guys, so we're down to the wire, the last album. That's my top list. Now, these albums were not in order. I don't know if I ever said that, but they're not in any order. They're all different sounds. They're all different genres. So, yeah. But the last album I want to talk about is, of course, Blackpink with Deadline, their their EP. I think this is like their fourth EP. Can't recall. But yes, I was so excited for this project to be released. We've been waiting for it since last June when they first released the pre-release single Jump, and now we have the EP. I wish we had at least 3 more songs to call it an album and got an album, right? Because it's been like 2.5 years. But I absolutely love this whole project. I think this project shows us the different sides of Blackpink and the individuality of each girl. So, for example, track 1 is considered a Blackpink track. Track 2, which is Go, is considered like a Jennie track. Track 3 is Me and My, which is considered a Lisa track. Then track 4 is Champion, which is considered like a Jisoo track. And track 5, which is Fuckboy, which is considered a Rosé track. And I like that because, yes, they're all together. But now that we've seen a lot of the solo projects, solo work, we kind of know like, okay, this song can fit into this project, can fit more into this specific member. And I love that. A lot of people may not like that because they love them together. I love them together too. But they're growing up. They've been in the game for around almost 10 years now. It'll be August, their 10th year anniversary. And sometimes you do need to explore your individuality, and that is okay. So definitely check out this Deadline EP. 5 songs. You can get through it. It's a little like, I think 13 minutes long or something like that. So it's very, very, very cool. But my top 3 songs is Champion, this like synth rock pop type of song. I love the pop production in it. I love the dose of hyper pop we get in the bridge. Like it adds a cool element to the song and a great speed for us to just want to keep on rocking and listening to it. You know, I love the vibe. It feels very like a song that you play at a stadium. It feels like in that atmosphere, that vibe. And I just love what they talk about because they talk about them being the champions, going forward through all the obstacles, through all their journey, you know, getting all those scars, getting back up again when things were not going your way. You're still continuing to pursue your goals and continuing to be who you are and grow and win and be the champions, because I feel like they are the champions of K-pop. They've gone through so much and a lot of people have a lot of criticism, but at the end of the day, no matter what, they're always dominating the charts. People are fans of them. They have a huge fan base. They know how to come together and make great music. So definitely check out Champion. Like, it's just a great, meaningful song and so unique when it comes to like the sound of it. And then next, of course, at number 2, I had to put the title track, Go. The title track, Go, is seriously such a hyper pop infused, glitchy beat, heavy club ready single, right? I don't know. And so like it's just like this big production sound. The video is insane. I love the music video. A lot of people are criticizing it because of AI and because of like all the VFX effects. And so I don't mind that. That's what's going on right now. Like, that's what's happening with music videos. They're just making them interesting, and it is what it is. But I love this track. It's just about, you know, continuing the momentum, liberating yourself, continuing to be you, and continuing this journey, and just do you, baby, in a sense. And that's the way that I'm taking it. It's like this very big pop sound, and just that they're saying they're just starting this new era of Blackpink, and they're going to continue to do more and more and more. So I love that. I love this track. I think this track really shows us a different side of Blackpink that we haven't really seen at all. But yes, guys, so definitely check that one out. My favorite song off this whole project, or EP, I should say, is Fuckboy. I think Fuckboy is just an amazing track. I don't know why, but the slow track, if you were to tell me 2 years ago, hey, during Blackpink's next EP or next album, you'll be loving the slow track, I would tell you you're insane, because I am not this type of guy that listens to slow tracks, especially in the K-pop world. And this song, wow. This song is so good. It's this like acoustic, grungy pop, alternative R&B song, and it's just so cool to hear them in this space, to hear them sing so sophisticated, so well, so in a sense kind of like nonchalant, but still have those meaningful lyrics. Like you're still having like that reality check of like, oh, you're the one that screwed up the relationship in a sense, right? So it's so cool to see that. It's so cool for that type of like self-awareness in a sense. Like you're like, fuck, I'm the fuckboy because I didn't mess up. I messed up this relationship. I still want you, but I did mess up. So it's very raw, very, very raw. It's very intimate. It's just very, it feels like it's a live in studio kind of song. And like if they recorded it in that way, which sounds pretty cool. But I love this song. I feel like it's one of their better slow songs for sure. I think it's my favorite slow song they have ever produced. And I can't wait for them to do a lot more, which this is surprising because I'm not the biggest like acoustic-y R&B slow song type of guy, especially when it comes just to guitars. They've had some piano in it and some other strings and all that maybe, but when it's strictly just a guitar, very hard for me to truly love a song like that. But yes, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you, love you. Thanks for all the support. Like, subscribe, go down on my link. My playlist will be ready for you. Go listen to all these songs. My February favorites did not disappoint. I feel like February gave us a lot of great music and such a great way for us to get, or not get, but explore music, right? Different genres and all of that. And I feel like we're just getting started because some heavy hitters are starting off in March, first week of March. And then we're getting some more heavy hitters in April. And I hear rumors we're also getting little snippets of Miss Olivia Rodrigo. So we'll see who else, gets an album this year. So I'm excited about that. Excited for all the pre-releases. I'm going to be more diligent on the pre-releases, especially if they're on my budget, because I want those albums for sure. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Love you. Remember, say it louder. It's only Treble.